Falcons play. And I don't have anyone to blame sort of but him in some of those situations. Definitely not a great tournament so far from the eye test. Watching Sampaio play, he was making his fair share of mistakes, missing some easy shots. Not like him.
Very odd.
I called him the most device-like opper in modern CS in terms of the way that he looks. And that's largely because he's got such a calm play style that translates to very consistent output. Isn't getting that here.
Feels like if he is not a part of the solution tonight, Complexity will win this game. Halzerk, he's going to hold off the cave peak. We've got ramp falling the way of Falcons, though. Halzerk gets active with JT right with him. And so 2 quick kills in rapid succession to take that 5v3. And honestly, just get your bomb plant at this point. Floppy going to try to charge him down. Bomb is indeed planted. Madden comes off of that with a nice clean headshot. Won't be able to get anything more. And we've got Complexity with the retake successful for the pistol round, map 1.
So to set the stage for this matchup, I wasn't too excited for it because both of these teams, we casted them playing it sort of at their worst. I think yesterday we watched Complexity play against Spirit. That was abysmal. Like, it was a wash. You can remember things that Donk did and Spirit did, but nothing that Complexity did except for hitting their arm rests, looking very frustrated, getting 5 rounds overpass that were interesting to watch. That's it. They got mopped. And then for Falcons, like, they also nearly lost to Rebels, and Rebels played very well, but watching Sampaio have a game where he missed maybe half of the easy shots that he was supposed to take, and then nobody else was getting multi-kills in any round, well, kind of made you feel like, well, what is there to be excited about this?
Here he is. First kills early on for Sampaio. They're going to use that entry as the ramp hit, but Grim opening smoke outside cave. JT hangs on. Desk putting a question mark around JT in cave. Or maybe more of an exclamation point. He's going to be necessary in these B holds if Complexity are to walk away with a successful CT half. Madden traded out as Complexity get a little frisky, fighting out of the cave before bombs planted. He's even trying to throw himself at it. He goes back to long side. Never a bomb plant, never a retake needed, but it's Complexity who wants fights, and they get one they can't handle.
Now, the potential upside is that if this tournament didn't happen, these two teams coming into the start of the year, there's like lots of potential that they both play very well today, and their ceilings are like much higher than their ugly losses to the teams that they played against. And so we're just looking for a power up, and there's a massive opportunity. I think they're both. It's perfect that they both play against each other. If one of them plays well today, then they can walk away feeling proud and forget about that bad loss yesterday. But for the team that loses here, yeah, it ends ugly.
Oh, to be blunt, both these teams don't deserve to go on. I'll take one of the two.
Yeah, the one who wins deserves to get on, go on, and that's it.
Yes. They both have to improve. Whichever one does so more so tonight, let them have another rip.
This will be one of those bitter losses and bitter ends to a tournament that won't be forgotten.
Elige pretty consistent in that top mid pressure, but he'll be the first to fall to Falcons. Sketchy top mid smoke though. JT doesn't trust it. Looks to abuse it. It's being held though by Boros, who pops up. Gets that 5v3 established versus pistols. Famas changes hands. But there's nobody inside of B. And the bomb's coming up ramp in a second. So this is looking like Falcons losing a pistol all for naught. The bomb plant got that force buy-in. Quick kill from Sampaio as well back in round 2.
I'll say the other good thing about this series is that the veto is good for both squads. I can see this going 2-0 in either direction. And I can also see it being a banger third map. Anubis between Complexity and Falcons, they both play it, love the map, can have great games on it, so it's wild. The sort of spectrum of opportunity here when it comes to what we could potentially see in this series.
I like that the map pool's so even, just because I think it plays into perfectly to what we're saying, right? Whoever improves most, but there's not going to be one weird blowout, lopsided map pool, counter pick, etc.
Yeah.
This feels like even ground, fair territory to duke it out. One run ends, the other goes on.
So we want to see Sampaio cranked up. We want to see Halzerk cranked up, and then on the rifling side, we want to see Elige playing his best, obviously, and then we also Actually, the one thing we can say is that Boros actually was great. I mean, I would say he's the only one who was making special kills happen, was making X-Factor plays, was actually standing out despite the team structure falling apart. So, honestly, the one player in the whole server maybe that's caught my attention this event.
Oof. Down goes Floppy. I will say, Elige, you know, maybe he didn't catch your eye, but is the 10th highest rated player at the group stage right now. So even with those losses, he was getting his kills, he was staying afloat, but it just wasn't the round-winning kills that we're used to with Elige. You know, he could be very textbook, and it felt like that's all it really was. And a collapse around him. This round, an expected result. No defense able to hold back weapons. Falcons 3-1 the start. You know, we talk about JT and his uptick in individual level lately. Man's been loving CS2. Desert Eagle as deadly as ever. Not even that has saved them in any of the rounds so far in Katowice.
And we saw Elige talk about watching all of Donk's demos and basically admiring him and learning about everything Spirit's doing and talking about how good they were. But as soon as we got in game and Donk killed him on the first round, he was mad. Like, he just instantly slammed his desk. And that didn't end. It just kept getting worse, basically. I don't think Donk realized that he was so mad because he was just doing as he does.
Yep.
But I wonder what Elige learned in that game, because that was probably his first encounter.
And ahead of that matchup as well, right? Saying that he had watched every single Donk demo that exists, all on Donk. So you'd think he would have expected to die to the kid. But didn't like the way it went down. Probably isn't having fun right now, but at least it's guns back in for Complexity. Deep smoke from spawn to doors. Bloom's well ahead of their arrival, but they'll still just press right out. There's no follow-through aggression. Even with JT getting close to Cave, Elige has to turn back. That frag grenade opening smoke was a warning sign, and Sunpaya stepping through it takes a very unfavorable duel to go down 5v4. They were gearing up for the lane fight, but Elbow instead.
Yeah, this is such a winning position here for Complexity with Falcons not pressing this at all. They're waiting for, obviously, it would be a beautiful mistake for the CTs to push A in this situation, get a little too much extra, but they have so much information that they're really comfortable. Not a bad chance there for Boros. That would have given them something. But Elige late inside a middle. Halzerk with a double layer support here as they come into elbow late. 40 seconds. You'd think it was over. You'd think it was over.
Nice dink from Elige, but trades back from Magis. Kalzer didn't see it. And I feel like Magis knows exactly what's up. A little audible here as the rotates go over. Everybody stacking that A play. If Magis lose bomb, it's over. And sure enough, Floppy keeps it clean. So Snappy can creep back with Op. If Magis cuts off that last player, maybe he makes a sprint for the B site. Hell, he could throw the Hail Mary. He could go for whatever he wanted. It was his round to play as Snappy was nowhere nearby to help.
Yeah, it is truly like a phenomenon that needs to be studied, that Elige can get like 2 or 3 kills and then Complexity can lose the round. I hate to disparage the team like that because like JT I think is a great caller, but like some of those, I don't know if it's individual decision making or like duo decision making or what it is, but it's actually uncanny when we saw the amount of ways that they found they could lose. They could lose no matter how many kills Elige would get.
It feels like Complexity kind of.
And in this situation, I was like, wow, maybe is this another tragedy waiting to happen? Is it possible? You know, so when you watch Spirit, it's like you watch Donk. If he gets 1 kill, you're like, he's getting 2.
Yep.
Because he literally has more multi-kills than he does single kill rounds.
Oh, no way. Just stuffed by the smoke and the fire and the frag that slowed them down. A bombardment of utility to the favor of Complexity as Falcons were pretty stubborn about coming through this elbow smoke. A third player tries. Yeah. But Elige makes sure to lay down lead. Now, we say he gets 1, they could still lose. He adds the 3rd to the round after Grimm's double kill.
I'm telling you, like, last week they could still lose it. So we got to see if it's a new week or not. bomb and spawn in the wall. Oh my god.
Is he DC'd? No, okay. Just getting nervous, man.
And I'm not dying anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit right here. No pasar. Zona arqueológica. It's an archaeological zone because there's going to be a corpse down there in a second. And we know that swamps preserve bones incredibly well.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What kind of, like, alligator bones and stuff? What's in there?
All sorts of stuff. Bogs, for example.
What's that?
It's a different type of swamp.
Oh, okay. One of my friends is named Boggs. I was like, what do you mean by that?
Great guy, but he stinks.
Call him Swamp Ass.
Sunpias is still waiting here.
So then what is, I'm just trying to think of what dies in a swamp that's really old that we've got good bones of.
Alligators, dinosaurs.
Same thing.
Human beings.
Human beings.
Yeah. I think he's, what's his name? I think it's called Bogman. I saw him when I was in London at the historic, the London History Museum.
Yeah.
There's Bogman. It's just like a completely preserved human who just, they think he was murdered.
And then tossed
thrown in the bog. And then the bog kept him so well preserved, he's still got his eyebrows.
Whoa, his eyebrows?
Yep. Just like Grim. All eyebrows. Bai comes back from Falcons with that op included. Sunpias able to hold on. We want a fast lane play by the looks of it. Higher likelihood Sunpias gets kills if you don't keep him in where he spawns. And he'd already used that Galil once to crack open B, so this time he's just giving support to Madden, who crawls up. Oh. Nice headshot from JT, but there it is, that op coverage for the long kill. Molly's gonna slow it down. Follow-up util, fast response from Snappy. He's solo in the cave, so that is a huge kill to pick up. It leaves JT stranded, spam through walls. Elige, nothing. And just like that, Falcons cut through the B defense. I'm gonna say it, thanks to Snappy.
Thanks to Snappy, 100%. And the level is definitely coming up here. I like that we got a good round from Complexity, followed by one from Falcons. You can feel this game's a little bit better, a little bit more high level. I'm sure if you ask one of these teams, they would hope that the other would just be having an off day once again, so it would be an easy game to watch. But I'm personally glad. I think the viewers are happy. I think the fans of both orgs are happy right now that we're getting an improvement. They're not going to go out embarrassing themselves. There might be some messy rounds here because of the pressure, but I think we've got. I can tell the hotel conversations that happened last night were very deep and thorough. Look at Snappy. Still hasn't slept. You know he's just been working.
Man, I think after being pressed as hard as they were by Rebels,
yeah,
that's got to be a bit of a wake-up call to Falcons.
100%. No one will know unless you watch that game how well Rebels played.
Shout out Rebels one more time.
Shout out Rebels. They were
one more time.
Really good. Like, really actually want to see. They've only been together for a month. Really want to see them play more CS2, but Falcons need to have a higher standard.
Yes. Maybe a counter pick if they open up the cave smoke. Yeah, Hauser getting boosted up. We see the utility come out from JT in cave to set up Halzerk going up down ramp. And while he doesn't kill Sunpias, his counterpart, he does pull one off the play. So I think that's a great response to what Falcons have succeeded with, which was disrespecting that one smoke on doors, setting up on boxes, and more often than not losing elbow. So if Complexity are confident that they can control elbow, it opens up moments like that wonderfully. Gonna get the MP9 peek. Floppy trying to keep the pressure at a 10, and he gets there with the lesser weapon. It's just gonna be a cleanup duty now from JT. Oh yeah, JT, clean double. After already setting up Halzerk with his util, he makes sure to lay down lead.
The complementary flashes are perfect. The peaks are great. The aim is looking very sharp here. I like what JT's doing on the B side of the rotations. Look very nice. And
nice.
A good run boost to kick things off.
And then this.
The lightning strike in style. Boop. Wow, that's a
great play.
Wow, that's a great play. Hard shot. Yeah, it's never a problem with Halzerk at the hard shots, though, I got to say. It's the sitters that Halzerk, if he picks those up, world of difference in some games. So
I like that, man. That was a good strategy. That was a good call, good strat, good team play, good trade frag. Grim comes in, holds it off as the Liege goes down to the sidearm. A quick burst is what Floppy's going to have to hold back with ease. 2 kills just like that. And now Complexity starting to kind of get into a groove, a quicker pace in these rounds back-to-back with money on the line. And we know Snappy likes a faster pace.
Yeah, they got to try this again, but harder, right? But Complexity's mid-control is solid. Like, they're super solid on Ancient versus a lot of teams when it comes to taking elbow, holding on to it. I think Elige is the guy who's at the top of the meta when it comes to understanding what to do on this map. And they have really like a lot of comfort when it comes to taking control of this, fighting around cave. It'll be him and Grip playing down there sometimes, a Hauser with a run boost, and then the cave pressure. But util's usually perfect, aim is great, hard to stop. So Falcons, let's see how stubborn they want to be and if they're going to do it next round. But this round, it's pretty much a throwaway, not much investment.
So they'll go P250, Desert Eagle, and set sights on A, which right now is free for the taking. If the timing works here, it's a bomb plant. Grim's coming back. They're going to hear that run in. Ooh, they're on the brink of an open bomb site, but Halzerk will chip away from the CT spawn. There's the Deagle.
Oh my God.
Remember, Deagle P250, $1,000 across the board for Falcons. A bomb plant's great, but it doesn't look likely. Bomb itself dives deep into the temple. Whew. Take a second frag if you have to. Not quite a plant, but it's something.
Nice double headshot with the Glock right there. That was good. All right. Well, it got testy. It was a great shot from Boros. Made something of it. But it's really going to be about this round. I wonder what the game plan is going to be here for Falcons. Becomes a pretty boring map if you respect the amount of opening control for the CTs can get when it comes to elbow, and then of course because of that width B. So unless they want to try to do a fast play towards A, which is definitely viable, then I wonder again. Maybe we get a, I'm feeling a fake. I'm feeling a fake here. I'm feeling a fake with a late elbow lurk, okay, into an A split. That's my wild call.
It's oddly specific. Let's see.
Yeah, because I think they have to respect this. They have to respect this, yeah. Because it's too, they're, CTs, these guys are too good at this, so. But you see the bomb is actually now walking over towards the B, excuse me.
You know, we started this game by saying that the team who improves most tonight is the team that deserves to go on, and I'm seeing that improvement from all of Complexity. Each of them. On an individual level, the guns are hot, the shots are crisp. JT changes places with Madden. Madden should know of that, though. The fact he comes through and doesn't see anybody, that's got to be him on high alert, and he's got a chance to make a play with no B setup, with 2 players down ramp.
Yeah, that's it. Madden's the inside man. He's going to come right around to Banana and make this happen.
Let's go. Big chance for Madden. Hello.
Oh,
goodbye.
Disgusting.
Halzerk, though, missed shot, but still great damage. Elige, and there's the flank on flanks. All the while, Madden getting closer. He's still sitting in sight, but his whole team gets swept away. Layers on that.
Now that is a monster game plan. Like, that is a beautiful setup. The bomb gets picked up. Madden still has a chance for the 1-on-2. Let's make this one of the best rounds ever. A crazy answer back from Complexity and Madden, the sole hero for Falcons.
That hold doesn't happen if the rest of Complexity aren't also trying to swoop in. Proactive gameplay from the Cole. Madden, here we go. Here's him running in. Missed shots at first. Now they've got him pinned against the wall. Halzerk dropped. Madden still a chance. 4 shots. Oh, he needs.
He's done it. He got the 2 kills on Banana. Came back for the 1v2. Soiled the whole thing.
Keeping this game tight with a 5th on the board. That is all Madden, round 11.
Wow, he got to be hyped, man. He saw all this himself. His team doesn't even realize the genius of this play that he just made. and no trade comes down. Tragedy again for Complexity. And it's not because the game plan, that setup had so many fail-safes. It was so beautiful.
Here we go, back to mid. Trying to win this fight for once in the half. Magus to the boxes, repeats out with Snappy. They'll get Grim's scalp. JT pinched. The nade will take him down. And Floppy looking to recover some control. It was looking like an 8-4 until Falcons found this resurgence. Oh, Halzerk's gonna win the op fight. The better opper in the server right now. The better opper in the server all event long. So Bomb sits deep outside the B doors. Boros and Magisk in middle with Madden holding pocket. And time ticking.
Halzerk made this a really nice situation, and he makes it even better.
There we go. And last year, 1 year ago, IEM Katowice was a fantastic event for Halzerk. Put his name up in the lights, almost had Complexity into the Spodek, a couple rounds away. And this time, just when it felt like Falcons were ready to tie up, Halzerk goes big. Boros, highest rated player for Falcons coming into this elimination game, looking for a 1v3 clutch to go back-to-back with Madden.
And he can move in the clutch, too.
Spam comes through. That's both players known to Boros. Now he's got this visualized. Can he get out of the position? Does he feel squeezed? Halzerk giving him a chance to get into cave. Giving him a chance to take that duel. 1 HP. Boros! Back to back!
You fucking know! Woo!
Marked improvements from Complexity got the ball rolling here on the CT side, and we didn't see any tilt. We saw nothing but prowess until Falcons sprinkle in those back-to-back clutches. Madden 1v2, Boros 1v3 with 1 HP. Ooh, they're testing the mental of Complexity as they tie this game up 6 rounds apiece. It is, of course, the pick of Falcons, elimination on the line. And they will be swapping to the defense to try and lock in Ancient.
Such exciting rounds there, back-to-back. Not for Complexity. Look at the score, man. Complexity could have been up 10 rounds to something, you know. There's some ecos on the side of these clutches, but that's a Complexity game. They have some moments, of course, but like so many big moments happen to them. Unfortunately, that is something they have to think about, especially when it comes to approaching one guy in a clutch. How can they do it better? Like,
I'm not sure, Hugo.
Sorry?
It said Hugo and Harry.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I want to be Harry.
Can I be? Oh, okay.
Oh, you have to be Hugo.
I'll be Hugo then, all right.
Yeah, sorry about that. Madden?
Oh. Have you heard of my vinyl collection?
Burned out. Still gets 2. Boros back sight. Oh, man. Dude, that was like a bug. Oh! Like mosquitoes on a windshield just splattered as they run into Boros.
And you can get boring round wins, but it doesn't open you up like when you get clutches. It's a real thing, okay? Like everyone's smiling and having a good time. It's because they had a really great break. They ended on an explosive clutch from Boros. They're recovered their CT side. They're like happy. They're just like, everyone came in this game bitter, you know? Faces full of salt. And the only thing that could change that is like having fun rounds where you win.
Yeah, and those clutches back to back, you know that's going to tickle Falcons in all the right ways. Meanwhile, for Complexity, they felt good halfway through, only to be served. Reality check. 2 tough ones. Snappy holding on to Cave. Alicia's going to try to come through. JT just a step behind, so no real trade potential, especially with him low health. Sunpias holds middle with an M4. And it's going to leave it on a couple of Glocks. If they kill Madden, maybe they can plant. But
No.
He's got it. Locked in.
Not on the week of Super Bowl Sunday. You can't kill Madden.
Is it Super Bowl this weekend?
Yeah, I'm doing IEM Katowice watch party, actually, in Toronto, and then right after it ends, the Super Bowl starts.
Is there, tell me about something else I don't care about.
Katowice or the Super Bowl?
No, the Super Bowl. I care about Kato. What the hell?
Got his ass.
Stop trying to get me fired. Pigskin, go far. The commercials are the best part.
Yeah, Taylor Swift's going to be there.
Then never mind. Nice nade. JT and Grim softened up. Plump for the pickin'. Grim losing more health before he even sees a soul. Elige is having a rough time of it, coming into this game as easily the highest rated player. Behind him would have been Boros. Difference is Boros has got a 1v3 clutch to his name, and Elige is -5. Halzerk reopens the possibility of the round with the B kill. That long peek and a wall bang. Nice double, but a third player in sight could have caught them off. Instead, Floppy survives the SMG's attack. We've got low health on the majority of Complexity. Floppy peeking deep on long, but doesn't want to give this away.
This is possible. Floppy has to be very careful. Yeah, if he gets baited into some kind of swing, there are 2 players low.
But Magisk isn't coming over. So unless somebody gives something for Boros to pull on, feels like he's going to transition to the save, and he's out. He's gone. They concede it. So Complexity.
That's good. They needed every kill, right? I mean, that snappy swing with MP9, if he got, he only had an MP9, but if he got 1 kill, that would have been a very hard trade to get with the HP levels of the guys coming in the back. So really critical that every entry goes perfectly because they don't have perfect trade potential. I guess the stakes are getting raised here. It's like a double of nothing in terms of the emotional gambling going on. If Falcons had that first half, those clutches, they felt great. They feel like they can win this map, and then Complexity steal it in the end despite all that.
Oh, you're speaking of my language.
Yeah.
Heartbreak, baby. It's on the line. Grim on the ground. Magisk lays down lead. 2 kills easy. And they get stuffed just as easily as Falcons did back on their T side, right? Elbow's been a point of contention and a point of struggle for both T sides so far. We do get a little cave presence here from JT. Missed chance at the headshot.
That would have been quite a scoop.
At least the molly keeps him back. If JT wants to swing sight, he could isolate Snappy.
Yeah.
That's what he's looking for. He'll get it. Nicely done. Oh no! Hulzerk.
Well, he got 2 at least.
Madden gets put out. And Hulzerk's got the safe plant. This would be a 3v2 advantage if not for the team kill. So Hulzerk, despite his 14-7 score, better pick it up. And he will go deep, trying to make amends. Shadow advantage for Boros. No, don't let him clutch twice.
Why even come for him there? There's a chance, but Boros doesn't have any utility, so Floppy does have time on his side. However, bomb's only halfway gone. Boros can take his time just a little bit. And if he, for some reason, just wants to stick it,
doesn't. Now less than 10. Floppy not going to bite on it. Boros trying to get him in. Still, time is on his side. Floppy cools his jets, leans back, closes out the clutch. And Hulzerk will forgive him. Will forgive him.
Yeah, those taps were probably too close together, right?
Must have been. There's weird geometry, too, coming out of the stairs. You shake a little. Let's see if the elevation change just puts the bullet in the back of his head.
But Floppy definitely also knows.
Get out of the road.
Oh, you're talking about the...
Talking about JT,
Right, yeah.
Don't want to get shot. Get out of the way. Complexity tie it up. Big round from Hulzerk. Good read from JT as well, I think, knowing that the player crossing back towards long would have left 1 in sight. And as if things weren't tough enough, double nade on Boros before he sees anyone. The JT swing in sight, reading Snappy's in the corner. Good clean kill from him. The follow through from the players that had to trade.
It's just the last place everyone ends up as Ninja when cave split happens.
Yeah.
It's just zoning, so.
Just one for the road, perhaps? Yeah, come on, tilt the leash. Missed chance. And Complexity back to a lead. So you know what that means. Falcons win the next one.
The next round?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Complexity.
You gotta give him a little hope and then take it away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
It's not been easy for Cole to pull away, despite leading for most of the game. Falcons on their heels.
This is good though, man. We got like lots of good individual rounds. Team rounds are looking solid. Complexity don't look shaken. I mean, there's still some mistakes here and there, of course, getting 1v2 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, but nobody's gotten mad.
Yeah, that's key. I think Hulzerk just said in the interview, like, as long as our mood is good, then that's our only chance to win, basically. Because, like, the Spirit game, it was like...
Yes. Spirit, dude, in the Spirit game, Elige died.
They didn't even try to hide their emotions.
Elige died in like a 4v4 and got upset.
Like, just like meditate a little bit or something.
At least this back-to-back clutch losses, you fall victim to that. Nobody's upset. Complexity still hanging on. Looking good. We said the more improved team would win, but both teams showing a better version of themselves. JT, yeah, he'll find Magisk, a sitting duck bottom mid. Nice angle here from Boros over the Red Room smoke. He returns fire, returns the favor. Snappy sliding down, and he's got Floppy dead to rights.
Such a good play.
He got dinked. Floppy hit a headshot just then.
Ooh. Wow.
So incredibly close.
still. That was his advantageous position. If they knew that it was walk down the ramp like that, they would have chilled for a second. Nice one from Boros. Man, this guy is
Sharp.
so sharp. And finally, the play comes to A. It's a very, very weak side of the map right now. Sunpius, can he chill for a second? Yeah, the molly is not deep enough.
Gets his one. He's still back there. Elige will know it. Snappy's almost dead, and on a fast flank through A main, Sunpius. Good to see him adding to the tally. His 7th and 8th frag of the map. Falcons tie it back.
Yeah. That's, like you said.
I know how the scripts work.
Yeah, true. We leak them just for fun, but... There were lots of good moments here for the Falcons, and these plays. I mean, this banana push on the CT side is very, very strong right now, so it gets used a lot, different timings. Not surprised that it works out. Now it's crunch time. And it's like, I both have faith that Complexity get to overtime, and also faith that it still somehow goes wrong in overtime. You know,
Sure.
Let's see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they can do it. They know they can do it. What if they just caught, like, took some L-theanine or something? Just, that's it. You know, relax a little bit. Don't take the losses too hard. Don't be too parabolic emotionally. Just, like, you're going to play 1,000 more rounds this week.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Oh, Elige. Oh, hot. 5 health. Oh, my God. The bullets whizzing by. Ah, damn.
Oh, well.
The fact he even had a chance to get a kill there. I mean, he could have died the moment he tried to press into the smoke.
Oh.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
Oh, man.
In all the best ways.
Yeah, that's brutal. That is really brutal.
It's going to free up a rotate as well. JT trying to hone in on Madden.
Yeah.
But kills now starting to sweep away from them.
Okay.
Holzerk on the answer. He's been good tonight.
We can talk now.
Oh, what? Madden from this position. It's the same spot he posted as 1v2. Gets 2 kills this round. Floppy to the clutch, getting his leg shot at. Comes out. Whoa, he's got him! Oh. Floppy, no bomb needed. Just lays down lead.
That was hard. That was basically impossible. That was the right move from Falcons to rush him down with one player. They have a second one. Hands busy. He gets off the bomb and then finds the 1v2. This is so nice.
Ice cold Kamari.
Just doesn't freak out. Doesn't think, I'm going to try to get the plant off. I think everyone loses that except Floppy. Woo! They got a little bit too. That's nice. That's some dignity recovered here for Complexity.
Can't be on the receiving end of every clutch. You can post one.
Finally, some indignation for Falcons, and they have to save in this following round. Complexity hit double digits first is really surprising, and it really speaks to how hard they've had to work in this map.
You know, we said that first half could have been 8-4 or more if the clutches went their way, if the saves on the other side of it set them up to really succeed. Finally, something that Complexity can laugh about. Finally, it feels like the cards aren't stacked against them. There's still some wiggle room in this round with that M4 on the board. Madden trying to position it correctly as this stack comes out from Falcons on A. Because Complexity are showing more presence on this half of the map despite Bomb being backed by doors. I wonder if Holzerk goes through Cave and calls JT back with Bomb. There's enough time at this point that all options open. That M4, of course, sitting top middle in red on 13 health. Madden will look for another. It's that Boros Deagle that makes me nervous for Complexity. If Sunpius sets him up with the USP.
Yeah, he's been getting his one.
Down goes the M4, back goes Madden. Boros hears the approach, and Elige comes out from Donut, catching him on the other side. So Complexity tiptoe their way through this one to go up 11-9.
That's nice, man. Good spacing. No anti-eco disasters or anything for Complexity, so wow. Wow, pressure's really back on Falcons. They really survived that back-to-back 1v2s at the end of the first half, and Complexity on T side coming right into this.
For Complexity, it's a half without hiccups. which is something I feel like they never get to experience.
Game's not over.
Sure.
It really is like right at the end.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hold on. I almost forgot.
I know you don't have that script.
Leave it to complexity. It does feel like they really did take over like North America's Team Liquid curse.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, they did take over Elige.
Someone's got a voodoo doll of him out there somewhere. Halzerk opening up fast. Also, this take. Wow.
Oh, wow. He's been in some zingers. He has. A game's not over. Okay, so here it is. Great half so far for complexity. Falcons looking for 10.
Elige on knob.
Oh, wow.
Wanted it for just that attempt in through Donut, but he'll pass it back to Halzerk.
What are we thinking? JT Masterclass right here. Oh, no!
It's hard to call without a head.
Oh, no, that is so unfortunate. You know, he's suppressing fire. He's playing around. He's going to throw a couple grenades. Ooh, I'm sure they needed that utility. That has probably completely ruined the round. This will be a real test of their mettle now to come up with something new without their great big brain.
Luckily, he can still flap his gums from the sideline, but who's going to have to go above and beyond to bring it back? Floppy on the entry path. We got one donut, one CT, but the CT player's smoked. Sunpius's nade doesn't quite hit the backboard, so it bounces awry.
You got the lurk off to actually cross.
Yep.
Towards the B side. Could this be a move?
Where do they go?
They almost don't believe it. I think they were thinking about actually walking over there. No one inside of Cave. They could still catch lurks, though. Boros, he could be that guy.
He's crossing back over. Smoke soon to fade. He's got a teammate at the exit of Donut as well, so Falcons appropriately stacking up and kind of reading that this mid-split's coming at him. Sunpius ready. Blindsided, and Boros has got the back turn, even with Elige getting one, but missed shot.
Oh, missed
Boros.
shot.
Oh, no! He leaves it open for Elige. 7 seconds. Madden, he's going to run it to sight, losing his head, and it's coverage from Floppy. Bomb down. Magisk to the clutch. He's got himself out to CT. They have no clue where he's at.
3 1-on-2s this game.
Any possible route for Magisk right now, and you can see them scared. Magisk cutting between them.
They left such a big blind spot here.
Kills Elige, he turns, and he's not going to end it. It's Floppy to post another for complexity, and they will get that 12th. A nice squeeze through Donut, but a missed chance by Boros cannot be ignored.
Yes, if he had just walked for the good shot, it would have been over. He would have won. But the punishment going the way of complexity, it is a sight for sore eyes. That's a really nice round for them. And they also had their fair share of unlucky moments. I mean, it was that JT frag through the smoke inside of middle. So things happen. Things happen, but for this time, in this situation at least, complexity are the ones to benefit for once.
Ooh, Madden wants the fight. Elige gives cover, and the trade comes up through middle, not held back. Snappy, it's damage, but it's not enough. Not enough to hold them back, not enough to stop the cross. Magisk is going to be the one they need to step up. Losing that second clutch to Floppy, tying the 1vXs in this game 2 apiece. Floppy, the clutch king of complexity. As Halzerk, just off the crosshair, gets naded. Ooh. Nice artillery from Sunpius. They confirm there's a player in Cave, and Sunpius tries to press straight into Elige as he's about to come out smoke, but he holds, and it fades, and it's a clean execution off the SMG. Grim's chance. Can he shine? First one knocked out, and having Magisk shot early, he knows. There's the edge, and there's the map win. 3 clutches to complexity across their T side outshined those of Falcons, and the North Americans a stark improvement to start tonight.